I'm ChezPride and welcome back to another video on my channel. Today I'm bringing an unexpected video because once again The Sims just dropped it with no warning. But basically the pronoun update, or the start to the pronoun update for the game, is here. That they told us about, that it was coming. Yeah, it's finally here. And if you don't know what it is, basically is a update allowing us to customize pronouns into basically whatever we want. He, she, they, them, narwhal. Basically whatever you can think of, you can put in the game. But right now it is only available for English playing Simmers. So, if you were playing the game in any of the other 12 or 13 languages, they have the game, in basically, you're not going to get this yet. It is still coming, but they have a really hard time translating every pronoun in the game in different languages, because pronouns work different in different languages. So I understand it is a little disappointing. It's not ideal that they only could come out with English players, but I think it's a step in the right direction. So give them time. Give the Sims team time. But right quick, before we jump too far into this video, I do just want to note that we are very gay pride supportive on this channel. And if you have a problem with that, you can go ahead and click off this video. If you're going to be transphobic, if you're going to be homophobic, if you're going to be pronoun phobic, just click off the video. Because this is I am pansexual myself. Most of my family is in the LGBT community. Some of them are homophobic, but a lot of my family is LGBT, as well as my friend group. Like I said, I'm pansexual. Like, just leave if you're going to be homophobic. I just wanted to say that before anyone left any rude comments. But basically, if you are not familiar with the background to this, basically the Sims, past Sims games, of course, they have pronouns in their dialogue, he or she, depending on if you chose male or female Sim. But they've never had where you could customize pronouns so they wouldn't be misgendered. And why is this a big deal, you may ask? Why are pronouns such a big deal? Well, here, let me tell you. How would you like say you're a man, and someone kept coming up to you and calling you a female, and kept saying she, her, that, all those female pronouns. And even after you asked them to nicely stop, they still kept going. Just screw you. We're going to call you whatever you were born as or appear as to us. It wouldn't make you very happy, would it? You get really annoyed with them. Well, a lot of people, especially LGBT community people that are trans or non-binary, have this problem where they just people don't respect pronouns. And I'm not talking about the people that try and have a hard time and still mispronounce because he and she pronouns were drilled into their head growing up. I understand that. I have a little bit of trouble with pronouns myself. Just remembering them. My husband really struggles. He is a huge LGBT supporter, especially for a straight man. But he just has trouble, especially with they, them. That's just not how they, them pronouns work in his head. And that's because of how we were raised in the United States. And maybe that just says something about us as a country. But I'm specifically, I understand if they're trying, I give them credit. But I'm specifically talking about the people that will just say, screw you, and I don't care what you think your pronouns are. Those are the people I'm talking about. But basically, a lot of people come to The Sims, especially LGBT community kids, I was one of them, who use The Sim as an outlet. And it could be really frustrating for them to have a they or them Sim or any other pronoun, or have a trans Sim that's a male transferring into a female or a male transferring into a male, and they want to have the right pronoun. And that has never been available in the Sim support, but now it is. So people that come to The Sims for escape, or honestly just make Sims in general, that they want to have certain pronouns, that option is finally here. I think that's a huge deal. I just think it's a huge deal. Now, if you don't know, this is made possible by Momo Fortune. They. I was trying not to say she, and it came out as he, and then it's supposed to be they. They are they. And they are a Twitch streamer, I believe. I've never personally watched their content, but I hear they are great. And I think they look really cool. I follow them on Instagram. I think their style is really awesome. But they basically started this pronoun, was the word protest, and it got over 23,000 signatures of people wanting them to put pronouns in the game. So of course the Sims team could not ignore that, and they actually worked with Momo and a bunch of other content creators to announce that they were doing the pronoun thing. They actually had Momo in a live stream with them last year, and they announced it. And they are the whole reason this was made possible. So go give them a shout out. This is awesome that they did this. But anyways, that's enough on the background and the reason why they're doing this. Let's jump into the game and let me show you how this works. So basically, after trial and error of different ways they could make pronouns, they decided to do it in Create a Sim. So we are here with a transgender Sim I got off the gallery. They're supposed to be going to male to female. And in the game, they already have it where that is possible. So basically, a while back, they did the custom gender update. This was like a few years ago. And you can update physical frame to male or female, clothing preferences to male or female, and if the Sim is able to get pregnant or get other pregnants or neither, and they use the toilet standing. So basically I would choose the Sim I would basically chose for a feminine frame, and see they got smaller hips, they have a chest you can pull out, it makes a little lump there, booty bigger, the hips differently, and it basically gives them a feminine frame, and it gives them the ability to be trans or a non-binary, but they never had the pronouns, and now they do. So basically you have where you click to name them, you have your first name, last name, and now it says change pronouns. So they have they or them, which is what this person is, she or her, he or him, or my favorite part, custom pronouns. So let me zoom in on this. So custom pronouns, you have the subjective, objective, and possessive. Possessive, independent, and reflective. I'm not exactly sure what all of those mean, but before people like me that's not exactly sure, and you can change all of them to whatever you want. It doesn't have to be they, them, or him, or her. It could literally be like narwhal or new and me, new. I forget what they are. There's different pronouns around the world. And also this kind of, to me, not substitutes, but kind of helps with the fact that it's only in English speaking games right now. So if they had a different language pronoun that they wanted to use, they could update it in this. But basically, if you're like me, you're not exactly sure what these all mean. Basically, they use them in a sentence, and when you change them, it changes in the sentence. So, for example, I'm just going to use he. It says he would like a grilled cheese. But if I put him, it would show me that it says him would like a grilled cheese, and that's not correct. So it kind of lets you know how it's going to be used in a sentence, so you can correctly use correct grammar to put in your game, because you don't want the grammar in your game to be messed up. Maybe you do, but I personally don't. So that is the custom pronouns. I think that's really cool. I'm giving them a they or them pronoun. And yeah, that's the update. Now, it may seem like just a small thing in Create Sim, but it's going to influence so much gameplay. Like, all the text dialogue. Like, it's hopefully the text dialogue won't be too weird. Actually, may jump into game and see if I can get some dialogue for you. Alright, I've been playing with these two sims. I basically just added the sim I made the other day off camera in and got them married, or made them married and created them, and to see what notifications we get. This person has the they them pronouns, and then I customized their pronouns to be just random letters, so you can see in the text all the different letters that you would obviously fill in with actual pronouns or whatever you want it, but just to give you an example of the custom pronouns. So I have gotten some notifications up, and like, for example, so Nadia, which is the sim I made that's reading the book, it says Nadia should be thinking about further education. Take a look at B, which is one of their pronouns, options by researching university below or on computer. Or they also here, Nadia newly acquired the writing skill will allow M to enjoy benefits of expanding a vocabulary and grammatically correct sentences. So I use the letter M as their pronoun. But with Sammy, it's the same notification, but it used them. Also, use the M here for Nadia, and for Sammy, use there. So Sammy's new photography skill will allow them to capture the world around them through moving work of arts. The road to creating photography masterpieces takes some time, but in the higher their skill level, the better the photos from Sammy will take. So that's basically it. I know it seems small, but it's such a big deal to so many simmers. So please be supportive and thoughtful when you give your opinions on this update. I think it's great. I would love to see them add more into the future with different languages whenever they feel like they can do it correctly. But thank you, Sims team, for doing this. And thank you, Momo, for making this possible, because this is such a great addition to The Sims 4. I cannot wait to see where Sim 4 is going to go with LGBT community, stuff. Just more representation in the game. Not even just LGBT community, but race and all that. I want everything to be represented in the games. So I am so glad with The Sims 4. The Sims team has really taken the effort to put in all kinds of stuff to include people so they can make themselves or Sims that they have in their head almost perfectly. But anyway, guys, thanks so much for watching. Make sure to like, subscribe, and do all that awesome stuff, because you guys are awesome people. I'll see you next time. Alright, bye!